What's up, you guys? Welcome back to JGS. And today, you guys, I said that I was gonna do one of these type of videos. I mean, the one, not the one, the title or anything, but like I said, I was gonna make it like my first episode on here, reviewing the comic book I was gonna do. But I will start doing that next week, and I promise you guys I will. But in this video, you guys, I actually really want to talk about something that, this has happened before. And I don't know if you guys don't know, but I did start a Kickstarter like a few weeks ago. I started since somewhere the 6th, I think, of March. The first week of March, I actually started my own Kickstarter, and I was actually gonna announce that on my next video in a week. I was gonna do, but after that, I kind of I changed my mind with all this. I don't know how to work this thing out, and I really don't know how to work this thing out because it was my first time releasing for my my first graphic novel. I was posting and releasing, telling people watch the trailer, see if you're interested, and all that. And what I want to talk about on here is about the scams that I almost end up getting. I almost ended up, getting scammed and everything. Like, I just learned about, there's scammers all over, Kickstarter. I don't know why that exists, why these people do that, why is this happening on there? I have no idea. But it's so ridiculous that this happens. It happens to people. I don't understand why. Why does this has to happen to me? And yes, I have been scammed before. I have been blackmailed before. I went through a situation before, almost 2 years ago. But it's a year and a half because this happened a year and a half ago. But yes, I was actually scammed back then, but I almost got myself into a situation with someone on Kickstarter. I definitely will show you guys a screenshot who he is. I'll show you up right here. And yeah, that's the person that messaging me and everything, and he was just asking me if my project was like an experiment, and I'm like, no, and all that, and I'm like, huh. And then for some reason, he actually had, he has someone already liking my stuff, and this other person, I guess his name is Dreamfluencer or something, whatever his name is, he actually sent me $517. Well, actually, he sent me $500, but it went to tax to whatever, $5, I think, and it went up a bit, and it kind of gave me 517. which I'm like, wow, that's great. This is my first time having this onto here, and now I finally have $517. That's just cool, because I was actually just raising up money just for the things that I need. But I realized on the app, obviously, if someone wants to reward me and they want something out of it, I had to reward them for something. I said that I'll give my signature on my poster that I have right up there. Let me show you. My poster right there, signing it and then sending it off to the person that, that got rewarded. But that one person that that backed my project, I tried to send the money back. I don't know how. I'm going to work on that. That way I can, send the money back. That way the person can have his money. Because I don't want to have to, getting into problems or anything. Because, I know how people are with, with has involved with money. It's not good. But as I was saying, the same person that was messaging me, he wanted to help me out, which I actually thought he was really gonna help me out, but it was on the opposite side for some reason. Okay, So I gave him my email. He only just wanted my email. He didn't want to ask my social media. But if I would have done my social media, that would have been bad. But my email, I used my other email that I have. My business email is the JGS Comics email account. So I gave him my Gmail. We were just messaging and everything and all that. He's saying that how to get backers to, back my projects. And I thought it was gonna help me out with all that. And I'm like, okay, just give me some advice or something that way I can have people's attention. But he wasn't going for that. He was going on the opposite side was for some reason. I don't know why, but this guy was just doing that. But anyways, as we were just talking, he said that, like, are you ready to, whatever he said, I don't remember. I don't have the screenshots anymore because I've actually blocked this person. So I don't have every single message from Gmail. So I completely delete everything from that. But what I remember, he said that to give him $100 and to have 15 people back to my project. And I'm like, wait, you want me to pay you? That way you can have 15 people to back my project? He's like, yes. I'm like, what? That is so stupid. I even argued with this person the entire time on Gmail. He told me that I don't understand how this works. Yes, I do not understand. You're right about that. But what I don't understand, why do you want me to give you $100? It may not seem that bad, but it's just like he wants my information. It's probably what he wants. That way he can take all the money that I'm gonna have people to do. I feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like that's what he wants to do. But luckily, I did not let this happen. Because I knew this guy was a scammer. The first beginning that he messaged me, he's saying that, like, if your project is experiment or whatever he said. I'm like, no. And then he had someone else to back my project up, give me $517, and that was another person that did. It wasn't him. So I found that very strange because I never experienced this like this before. It was my first time, and I published my campaign for, like, I think over 3 hours, and now I'm having weird people messaging me about this, and and I don't know why, but it's so strange. But then as I was saying from texting him, like, he wanted me to give him $100. I feel like he's paying other people to like people's stuff. They don't want, they're just, but what I believe, I feel like this guy wants to have people, he wanted me to give him, like, my information is what he's doing. Let's just say that. Like, I feel like that's what's happening. He wants me to give him $100. He wants me to do that way I can have 15 people to like my project. That way I can make it to my goal. But I feel like that's not what's happening. He wants the money. He probably wants that much money that I was gonna get. But unfortunately, he might get it himself if he got my information. I think that's what's happening in there. I realized that just now. Like, it's so stupid. It's like, I'd rather have people just be interested in my stuff. Not having people, I feel like you're probably paying them just to like someone's shit. And I'm like, I'm not letting that happen. And it pissed me off because he said that I don't understand it. Like, I don't. And I don't know why you're doing this, and it's so stupid. I said I'd rather do it the natural way. I'd rather have people take a look at my projects and let it be like that. If they're interested, they're interested. And it's just so dumb. Like, why? Oh yeah, I even have another person that wanted me to give this person $300 to give me $30,000. This was a different person. And I'm like, no, forget it. No, that's not happening. But the first guy, I figured, I had a feeling in my gut. I tried to trust my gut for this. But then no. And then and then after I was done talking to him, I cussed him out after that. Because he's a scammer. He wasn't even helping me. He wanted something that he probably wanted to get for himself, to steal my money that I want to raise for $10,000 to make it to my goal. That way I can pay for all of my stuff that I want to get, like getting merch, getting my graphic novels, getting the posters out, everything. And then even paying for everything else that I'm going to be doing. But now I don't really need that, because I have a feeling that it's just not going to work out because how things are on the app. But it's depending on what these people are doing, and you ignore these people, and then you just do whatever you can. Why is this damn thing? It's on my freaking face. I took a shower today. Come on, don't let nothing be in my face. So I kept my campaign for 3 days. I went ahead and canceled it on the 8th of March. So I canceled it. Because for these past 2-3 days from that week, I had like a gut feeling in my chest. I kept thinking a lot for some reason, because am I able to do this? Because I don't have the thing that I need to have if people want to, interested in my stuff. Except for that one person that gave me $500. And I don't know how to get the money back to him. So I'm going to figure that out how to. Like, I hate people like that. I hate how these people are. They just want to do whatever they want. People scam nowadays is so fucking bad. I'm tired of it. Like, I'm just so tired of that nonsense that people are doing. Because actually, I was blackmailed a few years ago. Like I said, over almost 2 years ago. But I'm going to talk about it on a separate video if I can, for a personal video. But I will tell you guys that, what really happened to me. How I got scammed, how I got blackmailed. But that'll be on a separate video, or if I'm not going to be able to do it. I don't know yet. It's just a lot of information to talk about. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to give you guys my advice to Kickstarter. If you're going to start a Kickstarter, try to be careful what you're doing. If people are messaging you saying this and that, and they want you to, they're giving you a compliment, and if you take a look at their profile, you're going to see there's nothing on their profile, and their name's going to be kind of weird, and then if you see they type something once, and they send you a second message, they're using something to make you think that they're legit. Don't fall for those. Don't fall for any of that. Just ignore that. Continue on what you're doing. Just make sure that you have the products that you need. That way, if people want to interested in your stuff and they want to pay you, just reward them if you have it. But the next time when I start a Kickstarter again for my next other projects, I want to make sure that I have the stuff. And then I'll make sure that nothing bad happens to me again like the last time. That's just my advice to you guys. Everyone that is watching this video, my advice. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to get off here for now. I appreciate you guys for watching. I know this video is kind of late and I haven't started. I was going to do this last night, but I couldn't get a chance. But I fell asleep. That's all I did. And I'm like, I don't feel like doing this. So I'll do it the next day. I'll upload this tomorrow. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys follow my socials. And I'll see you guys next week. And I will make sure to make that video. So yeah, bye.